Hello everybody, and welcome to a special edition of What to Expect When You're Expecting. Today no, I'm just kidding, we're actually here to talk about something. It's going to be a short one, as I say every time. It's like a 17 long video, but we're going to have a short one here, I say, as if I believe it. And I'm going to talk to you about Dragon Ball... No shit. I'm going to talk to you about Dragon Ball FIGHTERZ. What to expect from this game. Now, I'm sure other people have already done this video, but I haven't, and I felt like doing it. You'll probably see some gameplay in the background. This is actual fighting. Like, this is the actual gameplay where you can see what you do. And in this gameplay, I want you to pay attention to something, because this game is not Xenoverse 2. This game is not Tenkaichi. Heck, this game, even though it's in the 2D style, is not Budokai 3. This game, and I think it's very interesting, and I'm also going to talk about how I feel about it. This game is about fighting. The game is called Dragon Ball FIGHTERZ because this is a fighting game. This isn't a Dragon Ball game. Bandai has come to terms with the fact that we want all these things, and Bandai, you know, Dragon Ball games, when it comes to these games, we expect characters, we expect transformations, which Xenoverse still hasn't realized, and that's not what this is going to be. And originally I had an issue with, you know, other games not doing that, but in this scenario, I think I'm okay with it. And I'm going to explain why, because this game was not made for Dragon Ball fans, as much as you may not want to believe it. It was made... Okay, let me say that differently. It was made for Dragon Ball fans, but it was made specifically for the fighting fans, the fighting game fans, the Marvel vs. Capcomers, the Guilty Gear players. It was made for them, but it doesn't like completely cater to them. They do have stuff that Dragon Ball fans can like. Like, there's points in the game, like with Boo is a perfect example. He's doing classic moves that he did in the anime and the manga, where he does the little dance when he's jumping in. He has the move where he like pounds Vegeta in the little rubber part of his skin. And then you have the openers, just they're so Dragon Ball. Like Cell doing that move, or I found out what it was, by the way, where he's cutting up the arena in the original series. Like, that's for the fans. But when you get this game, don't expect it to be Xenoverse, because there's not going to be transformations. I'll do another video talking about transformations, but I'm not going to get all up into it on this. There'll probably be a series of different videos I'm planning on doing on this subject. But what do you want to expect from this game? Well, you can expect a fun game. If you've played Persona 4 Arena or Guilty Gear or BlazBlue, any of those games, you have a better understanding of what to expect. The graphics are amazing. You can expect amazing graphics, possibly the best graphics any Dragon Ball game has ever had, which is funny because this is not a specific Dragon Ball game. But you can expect amazing graphics. You can expect like great moments. You can expect them. I'm saying expect a lot, but you can expect all this stuff. You can expect character scenes. You could expect, like, look at the way that they end. Goku has a scene, like, when he wins, he just does a thumbs up, like he did to Vegeta in the Buu Saga. That's for us. That's for the Dragon Ball fans. The rest of it is for the fighting fans. Now, I'm not saying the Dragon Ball fans can't get into the other hardcore aspects of things. They can. And as a Dragon Ball fan, I've dabbled in fighting games before. I always got my booty whooped. But I'm going to delve deep into this. Probably going to play this a lot more than Xenoverse 2. Because honestly, Xenoverse, when it first came out, I loved it. Xenoverse 2, I played it. I wasn't like crazy about it. And this is completely different. This is combos. This has high and low. This has weak and strong punches and kicks. This is a game for the fighting community. The fact that the fighting community got excited about this game is a great thing. And I know you're wondering, like, if this game isn't like just for Dragon Ball fans, who is it for? You know, why did they do it? Because they are fans. Like, look at the game. It reminds me of Hyper Dragon Ball Z. That game is made by fans. But you see small things in this game that, honestly, I hope we see in future games of other series. Like, I'll use Cell cutting up the arena to hurt an opponent again. That's amazing. The little thing Vegeta does where he puts his finger to his like face and then like grins, that cheeky grin when he was about to like beat up Cell. That's for us. Like, that's crazy that they did this. Like, the way Frieza holds up his arms in the blast when he's gonna do the destroy the earth, you know, ball. The way he charges, where he charges just like Frieza charges up. And yes, charging is in this game. I don't know how utilizable it's gonna be, because a lot of people who play this game probably are gonna want to go straight for the kicks and punches. But you can charge in this game. That's another Dragon Ball trope that most games try to keep. Xenoverse only lets some people keep it for some reason. Golden Frieza, that's for us. Like, this is a fighting game made for Dragon Ball fans, but it's mostly made, they even said they want to go to EVO. They want to have a strong presence in the competitive community. The other games, the other Dragon Ball games, aside from maybe Budokai 3, are not competitive. I don't know if this game will have cancels or not. It probably will, because this company is like really focused. But they'll do like small little things. I've noticed some people mention that the characters don't talk to one another. I think that's just for the demo. If you've played any other Arc System games, like I'm going to use Persona as an example because that's what I know, they have scenes where they talk to each other before the fight. Like, Yosuke is like, alright, don't go too easy on me, partner. You know, they do have specific character lines. And I'm pretty sure they'll do that here too. It's just not in this game. They might not have different scenes, but they'll probably say different things. But the game looks amazing, and I'm excited for it. It's got more, like, poignant focus on certain aspects. Like the way Goku transforms. He transforms like that in the anime when he's starting up a fight. The way they come into, like, the fight when one of the guys knocked out and they clash with the person already in the fight. That's Dragon Ball. So I'm not saying that this game isn't for you if you're a Dragon Ball fan. This is definitely for you, but I want you to know that you're not going to be getting a Xenoverse or Tenkaichi from this. We're probably going to have at max 30 characters, and that's probably asking for a lot. I'll make another video about characters because, as Jaden-tastic said in his video about characters, when it comes to Dragon Ball, the focus on characters is a lot heavier than you think it would be for a story aspect. I'll probably do a different video to talk about story too, just, you know, content. I don't want to, you know, make all this segregated into one scenario, but this game is going to be enjoyable for Dragon Ball fans, but you're going to have to put in work. That's a fact. You're going to be putting them hands in if you're going to want to play this game a hardcore long time. And that's cool. That's fine. I think it's the best thing, though, that's happening. The fighting game community is huge. It's probably a lot huger than Dragon Ball fans. Xenoverse is great, but what do you get out of Xenoverse? I mean, even the new DLC characters, they're flashy, they're cool, but after you use them for a while, you start to realize, holy crap, aside from the way they attack and the slightly different like animations of how you have to fight with them, they're practically the same thing. This game is not going to be copy and paste. Don't expect copy and paste characters in this game. Look at Boo. I've never seen Fat Boo look so good in a video game in my life. Ever. I did not even know he could be so good that I actually want to play with him. In Xenoverse, he's there, but I don't like playing with him because he's not fun to play as. He looks really fun to play as. And just the fact that they focus all this stuff, like Frieza's transformation is amazing. And in a way, yes, it's a power-up in a sense, but it makes sense to the lore too, because remember in the ROF series, Frieza couldn't keep his form without having some kind of drawbacks. In this game, he keeps his form until he can't handle it anymore, and then, to top it off, this is total Dragon Ball fandom right here. He has Sorbet in the corner shoot a laser at whoever is like coming at him when he's in his staggered state. Like, that's amazing to me. The fact that they even came up with that. No other game has came up with this stuff. Arc System is doing amazing things. I think if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you're going to get more out of this game if you put in the work, because you can tell these intricate details. You can tell the way the moves look, the way the ending scenes are. You can tell this is Dragon Ball. This will remind you of something in the old games. And that's for us. The stages look beautiful. Like, there's so much like effort put into the specifics of characters. Everybody has their own like life breathing into them. It's amazing. Now, fighting game, this is something fighting game fans won't have on Dragon Ball fans if you really want to think about it. They're not going to see all these little bonus scenes and be like, oh my god, that's like they did in the anime, unless somebody directly points it out. But a Dragon Ball fan, they get a special sense of, oh my gosh, Goku did that move in the anime. Vegeta, he looked like that in the anime. Like, this fight is very much like the anime. Like, that like final move, it's like I just watched it in the show. That's for us. So when you get this game, I do hope everybody gets it. Even if you're not sure about liking the fighting style, this game might not be for you. If you really hate fighters, then I'd say skip it. But I'd say everybody should at least try it out, because this game is very Dragon Ball, and it's very community centered around the fighting game people. And they're a good community. I think it's a great thing, and I think it's awesome because the Dragon Ball games, any anime game based off of an anime series, is looked down upon in any type of genre. Like, everybody's like, oh man, the new Dragon Ball game, oh great, button spamming, nobody cares about that, they just dismiss it. But you got people like Maximilian, dude, like, I've watched him in the past, he's a fighting game guy, one of the top guys, he's excited about this. I've never seen him excited about a Dragon Ball game like this, and I've watched him for a little while in the past. He's a Marvel vs. Capcom kind of guy, and even he's like saying like this game is shitting on Marvel vs. Capcom. That's amazing. This is a good thing. If you think it's a bad thing, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to say it point blank, you're wrong. This is good. This is going to open up the genre. And this isn't going to get rid of all the games like Xenoverse and stuff. They're their own game. Xenoverse is like an MMO in a way. It's not a fighting game. Anybody who says it is just lying to themselves. You don't got skill. You learn how to perfect block. It's the akin to a freaking wrestling game where you just learn how to reverse everything. Let's just be honest. But this game is a true blue fighting game, and you know what? It's nice to have a 2D-ish fighting game without, you know, all the bells and whistles. Do we need the bells and whistles? No, but it's going to be different bells and whistles that I think that people will appreciate. Just the fact that Boo, when he turns you into a cookie, Xenoverse's chocolate has you turn into a round pink ball, and you can't move. What fun is that? Boo can't combo you. You can't do anything to fight back. It's stupid. I mean, you could say it's a reference to Vegito, but it's really not, because you're a pink ball, and it don't make any sense. But in this game, they made it make sense. I just really hope that characters like Dabura are in this game, because the things that they could do, oh my god, but that'll be saved for another video. But I just wanted to make this video to tell you guys what to expect from this game, and Dragon Ball FIGHTERZ is looking amazing. I can't wait to play it. I've been watching gameplay. I'm like, oh my goodness, so much goodness in this game. I just love it. It's so beautiful. So I hope you enjoy playing it. Maybe one day I'll be able to record me playing it with you, for you guys. We could play it together. You could whoop my booty online. Who knows? But that's going to be the video right now. Ran in about like almost 15 minutes. See, I say it's going to be short, and I can't stop talking. So with that being said, praise me, revere me. I'm out. Ningen.